Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. It is Tuesday, and you know what that means. That means we bring back Omar, the real estate entrepreneur. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good. What's happening? How are you?
I'm doing very well, man. So first thing I want to talk about is something you put out on Instagram. Before I get into it, what is your Instagram page? Because people need to be following you.
It's at Omar_Alfara.
Very cool, Omar. So you put out I guess it's a small video, short video that has been posted a lot. It's one of those almost legendary videos of a small child, probably 3 years old, holding onto a rope. His legs are out underneath him, and he is losing it, right? Losing it. And frankly, we probably all know how he feels, right? Because he, in the moment, feels he's in real danger and probably should lose it. Then somebody comes behind him, an aunt, a mom, a friend, takes his feet, puts him on the ground, and he realizes he could stand up, right? The water's basically to waist level. So what I want to do is take that imagery and talk about real estate investing, real estate entrepreneurs, new real estate agents. I think so many of us get lost in our head. And I'm a big believer in, right, what you lit in your head or your headspace really could do some damage. So let's talk about it, because that's a great imagery. What do you think about overthinking with real estate investing?
That's all of us. I mean, like we all went through this process of it. Like, really, is it that difficult? Like, I remember when that agent, or not the agent, but that investor that was using me to sell his houses, and then all he was doing was putting lipstick on those properties and then making a profit. I was making a $4,000 or $5,000 commission check, and I'm like, okay. Am I overthinking this? Is this all he's doing? Is this all he's doing? And he's making this kind of profit? Okay, but the scariest part was, oh shit, I now have my own investment that I got to go put lipstick on a pig on, per se, and then sell the property. So that aspect of overthinking, I mean, for me in that investment game, obviously the overthinking of being the better agent to get the listing, to win the listing, and then the appointment with the owner, with the seller, as to why they should be selling the house to you versus the competitor. There's a lot there, man. I mean, just that little clip of like, it's not that bad, guys. It's 3 feet, waist level, 2 feet. Me being a 3-year-old. But because we're so used to and we're programmed to overthink and say that we are not good enough, when somebody else has less qualities, has less experience, has less time in the market, and they're doing it, and we're the ones that, like, hey dude, like we're a lot better than most people that we think we are. So I don't know, it just that resonated with me when I see that one, and I think about all the people I try to help, and the first thing that comes to me is landlords, right? How many scary landlord stories have you told or heard before you were ever a landlord, right? You've heard about this, you've heard about that, you've heard about this, you've heard about, and yes, bad stuff happens. In fact, where is it? Rule number 5 on the one rental at a time rule says, bad things will happen. Sorry, learn and move on. So again, right, thousands of tenants in 20 years, less than 1% of them are bad, and some of them are truly evil. It happens, right? In fairness, there are truly evil landlords, so let's just not pretend like it's not on both sides. But again, 95% of my tenants are wonderful, hardworking folks that pay their rent. 3-4% need to be reminded to pay their rent, and then there's the 1% that are just bad. But yeah, I mean, I go to real estate meetups all the time, whether it's 10 years ago or, last year, and all they want to do is talk about the tenant who ghosted you at night, or the tenant who bashed in the wall or put cement in the drain, or called code enforcement on you because they didn't want to pay their rent. I mean, there's all kinds of stories. And yes, these things do happen. Sorry, learn from it and move on, because there are 100%. So many good stories. And you really can build financial freedom or legacy wealth. Don't let the bad stories detract. But again, I can see lots of new landlords. They're not even landlords yet, but they're thinking about all the bad things that can happen instead of the processes and procedures you could put in place. It's great. It's a great image. Great image. And I think I was hoping it resonates with someone or with a few people thinking like, hey, you know what? If this person can do it, I can too. It's
Yeah.
not that big of a deal. Like,
Yeah.
let's do it. Be smart about it. Understand your market and know your market, and buy in your buy box and have that discipline to know what it is. And then you'll be fine.
Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. And
Yeah.
again, folks, with anything in life that you haven't tried, it is very easy to be that kid on that rope and be scared. I suggest finding someone like you or someone that's out there that gives you the guide, right? Buy box, daily discipline, all the things that we talk about all the time for free on this channel. And then finally, you're not alone, right? 15 different people
No.
from different walks of life started
Ton.
right where you are and got somewhere. So that's why I wrote this book, because everybody's story is different. I found 15 unique stories and put it together. So yeah, crazy stuff. So again, thank you for that, Omar. Where can people find you?
Guys, follow me on IG at Omar_Alfaro or my website, OmarAlfaro.com.
And lastly, I want to talk about your team that you're building down there in the high desert. You are recruiting, educating, training. If somebody's in the high desert, wants to be a part of the #1 team and get some real education on being an entrepreneur, how should they look you up?
Guys, go to my website, OmarAlfaro.com, and then click the link, join the team. And then it gives me an email. It fills out a couple little things there. And this way I know you're serious, because everybody DMs me and text message me, but it doesn't come to fruition because this isn't kindergarten or preschool. This is more of a university. You show up if you want to learn, you plug in, and that's it.
There you go. Thanks, Omar.
You're welcome. Thank you.